Hey, it's India Michelle here, back with another video on, once again, Black immigrants disrespecting Black Americans and our lineage, our ancestors, and so on and so on. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a video. Don't forget to follow my socials at India__Michelle on Snapchat and Instagram. And if you want to be generous, in the description box, that's in there as well. So originally I was going to do the Brittany Renner versus Fresh and Fit on DJ Academics podcast, and I might just do that, but I had to get this one out the way first. So as some of us know, because I didn't even it didn't even come on my radar when apparently Rihanna on her Twitter posted Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on his birthday of a picture of him in gold teeth. And then a few days before that, or maybe a day or two before that, comedian Michael Blackson, whatever his name is, also disrespected Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by saying a question like Dr. Martin Luther King having white women having an affair with white women. And then low-key, well, not low-key, a little bit, comedian Cat Williams kind of checked him on something that was a coon question, which it was a coon question. And the reason I'm doing this video and videos like this again is because when Michael B. Jordan tried to come out with a liquor brand using a Trinidadian name, you had people like Nicki Minaj trying to check him. It was a big hoopla, blah, however you say it, on the Shade Room and this and that and the third, and people from Trinidad and the Caribbeans, you know, basically shaming Michael B. Jordan. And it was a Black American versus Black immigrant clash. Every now and then we always had that on social media, especially with Sha'Carri Richardson, you know, against the Jamaican runners. Even though the Jamaican runners won, which is cool, you know, kudos to them, but it was still Sha'Carri Richardson still getting the shine, even though you don't really hear from her too much, and maybe you might hear from her again later on in the Olympics. But it was still a thing where, is it a jealousy thing between Black immigrants against Black Americans? Because let's just put it like this, to Rihanna, you're not going to see not just Rihanna, you're not going to see Black Americans disrespecting the Caribbeans, the Africans, people in that manner, because we'll get checked, and rightfully so, as we should. But when it comes to Rihanna posting Martin Luther King Jr., is going unnoticed. If it wasn't for Black Americans, y'all asses wouldn't be over here. And speaking of Fresh and Fit, who is, I want to say Myron, who is Fresh or whoever, you're saying also in that same podcast before Brittany Renner came on, how Black Americans are lazy, this and that and the third. But was it our laziness that got your asses over here? And in the comments, if somebody say otherwise, prove me wrong. Have evidence of us not having you over here, because it wasn't white Americans trying to have your ass over here, not in large numbers, until the 1960s. If it wasn't for Black Americans, it wouldn't be no Rihanna, it wouldn't be no Nicki Minaj, it wouldn't be a Michael Blackson. Okay, your people didn't put you on, we put you on. For Fresh and Fit, your people didn't put you on either, Black Americans put you on. So put some respect on it. Do not ever disrespect our lineage and think it's not going to go unnoticed. And that's why I'm kind of side-eyed in the Shade Room. Like, you put it out when it came to Nicki Minaj trying to check Michael B. Jordan. You put it out when, even though that has nothing to do with lineage, when Rihanna took Ari Fletcher from being a brand ambassador on Fenty for that DV comment. But it goes unnoticed about what Rihanna did. And again, we helped you. Oh, Black Americans have no culture. We are the culture, sweetie. We don't copy you, y'all copy us. No disrespect. I still have love for some of my Caribbeans and some of my Africans who are not coons and who know that we are the culture. Even non-black people follow our trend. That's why they're always trying to get lip fillers and all of this and big butts and, you know, saying little slick comments because they're jealous of us. Let's be clear. Also, what I wanted to say is this whole thing of us being lazy and how you can't get it popping in America and our homelands is just like this. Exactly. Who's really the lazy ones? Because as I see it, if you was to pull up certain current video pictures of Sudan, which is where Fresh or whatever he is from, certain parts of Barbados, certain parts of Trinidad, Jamaica, Africa, whoever, that's Haiti too, it ain't that popping because it's the reason why you're over here. So who's really lazy? It wasn't like y'all came together and got your own homelands popping. You came over here to have a better life. That's your words, not mine. And this is not to be disrespectful to them, but we got to call it out. Again, if it wasn't for us, you would not be here. You would not flourish the way you are flourishing. And let's be clear, you're not really doing that much better than Black Americans or doing stuff that we haven't already done already. You being a doctor, we already got people doing that. You accomplishing certain things, we already doing it. And then when it's always a thing where it's something negative that y'all do, y'all try to tie it as it's a Black person's thing. No. Because when you doing something, when you accomplish something, it's always Jamaican or Trinidadian or Barbados or Africa or Nigerian. It's always that. Y'all try to separate yourself from us. You don't, like I said before, you don't see white people, before I wrap this video up, you don't see white people saying Irish. So yeah, they might acknowledge certain holidays and certain traditions. That's cool. Like we should. Black Americans, we should have our own. And just like Tariq Nasheed said, we should have a Retatouche, which means a rise day on December 24th, 2022. We shouldn't just be Black on Black History Month or Martin Luther King Day. We Black 365 days out the year. But again, before I wrap this video up, do not be disrespectful to Black Americans and our lineage and our ancestors who brought your asses over here, okay? Put some respect on it. Because if you don't, you will get checked over and over and over again, and I do not care. Whether it's me or somebody else. Especially Tariq Nasheed is definitely not going to let get off y'all necks. But again, I know I was a little passionate in this video because, you know, I'm not saying I'm a big historian and all of that. But when it comes to Black American, being a Black American, I'm not an African American. I'm a Black American. Nothing about me. Yes, I have African, me being Black. Yes, we all come from Africa. But at the same time, my family has been here for over just a few decades. So I have no ties to being African. And some of us never came from Africa. But that's another story for another day. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Y'all don't forget to hit those buttons, hit those shares, hit those likes, hit those social medias. And again, if you want to hit the Cash App, that's also in the description box. And until next time with another video, bye-bye.